Let's start to incorporate some principles of sen-no-sen, attacking the attack, simultaneous counter strike. And one of the things we want to do is really open up how potent your front hand can be. We always talk about the rear hand, the reverse punch being the power punch, right? Where you're sitting up and turning of the hips and all the powers in the reverse punch. The lunge punch can have a stack of power as well, especially if it's delivered at the right time. Especially, we can use the hips in the lunge punch. When we're doing take up your knee down and short arm stuff, we punch it very square. When you actually have the ability to turn into the punch, lengthen the punch by turning your hips a little bit, and using this glute drive forward up that front hand can be very powerful, not just from relying on this rear hand. It can be a very powerful technique. And it's closer, and because you can turn, you can make it longer. There's a lot of benefits. You can get there quicker than the reverse punch. And then you're just setting up the reverse punch. Hopefully you throw that one like it didn't need a setup, but this one's here waiting just in case. And even when you're turning off an angle to throw with it, this one's not here. It's not miles away. You're turning your hips and shoulder into the technique. Alright, to strike with it. This one's still here though. Ready. It's not back here. It's not all the way up there, yeah? Okay, so what we're going to do is practice. We're going to incorporate a little bit of sen-no-sen with some sabaki. Sabaki is like movement, sideways movement, or movement in general, but we tend to see it as being moving off on angles. Right? If the attacker's coming this way, getting off on an angle one way or the other way. Right? Now, if the attack came straight at me this way, punches something, yes, I can go this way and move off to the side, but when I move off to the side like that, my weight, my whole body is still facing that way. And my weight was kind of going that way. What we want to do is get into a habit of being able to just move off the line enough, but when we move off the line, moving sideways is the major operation. Moving sideways and being in position is the minor operation. And this weekend's all about the minor operations, right? So when I change position, I'm in a spot where I can launch, like we talked about earlier with the punching and the make area, right? So when we're in the habit of yielding one way or another, letting something come towards us, making our body less of a target, but don't tilt to make your body less of a target without doing something. If you're going to yield and throw something. So if you're going to come down, come up with something. If you're going to go to the side, don't just move to the side and stay there. Move to the side and throw something. Right? So by making ourselves less of a target at the front, I want this instinctively to come forward. If you're going to avoid something, avoid it and throw something. Don't just avoid for the sake of it. So yielding into the opponent, to some extent, and even goju can mean that to some extent. Goju means hard soft. It doesn't mean that everybody in goju is soft and floppy though. Part of the soft can be the yielding, sucking in, a bit like we were doing earlier with the kick, sucking in and boom. You can practice that as a wash-up exercise. When someone's kicking, sucking the kick and kicking and then sucking in and kicking, right? And softening, yielding, and then punching and going back, yeah? The yielding process can be part of the goju principle. It's not what goju means, but you can be soft. You don't have to go, hit me, bang, I'm coming back at you. It's roll.